name is Ben Lyons. I'm hosting Holly Short's opening night tonight, and I'm a producer on Alekesam.
Now, how did that film come to be? How did you get involved, and what is this about?
Sal was like a big brother to me when I worked at the E! Channel, and when I found out that he and his buddy Jason Berg were putting this story together about his life and his music and his dad, I said I got to be a part of it somehow, some way, and came into the process, and I really enjoyed being on the other side of it. You know, for me, someone who watches and reviews movies, to work on making a movie and then rolling it out at all these different festivals. We went to Tribeca earlier this year, and now to share it here in the famed Man's Chinese Theater. It's just a dream come true. I'm so thrilled.
Well, how is it, you know, delving into someone's life like that? Because it's a very personal story. It's a very, probably emotional story for Sal.
Well, we're really lucky that we had a subject like Sal Masekela, because anybody who knows Sal, he's the same on TV as he is in person. If he's with somebody he's known for 20 years or a fan on the street, he's the same guy. So he was willing to go on this journey and expose a new side of himself playing music. We all know and love him on the X Games, but this is something different for him. And it was a scary experience, but if anyone was brave enough to go through it, it was Sal. So we just tagged along for the ride, really.
What do you think it is about a father-son story that just touches at people's heartstrings? I mean, why is it so emotional for people?
Well, we all have, you know, a relationship with our father. Either we know them and are close with them, or we never met them, but there's still a relationship in that way there. And for Sal and his dad, they've been through so many highs and lows, and it's really interesting when you have two people, father and son, who are both in the public eye and are presenting different sides of themselves than what we see on TV or listen to, you know, in their music. So I think in this particular case, to have a father-son story where you know elements of their journey, but to see new sides of that experience is what makes it a special film, I think.
Did anyone give you feedback as far as when they saw it at Tribeca?
Yeah.
You know, like, wow, that really changed my view of my father? Or
yeah, my father. My dad came to our premiere at Tribeca, and he had known Sal from coming by the E! Channel over the years and had known Sal's dad's music, but he said, wow, I look at them in a different light now, and I look at you as my son in a different light. So it was really nice to share this father-son story with my dad, too.
And lastly, what do you think people will take away from the film? Like, what do you want them to gain from it, or you just want them to see it sort of as a portrait of someone's life?
I think what people can ultimately take away from our film is that they shouldn't be afraid of reinvention, and when you challenge yourself to do something different, you kind of return to who you really are. And for Sal, you know, somebody who made a name for himself in the world of action sports and on TV, to go into this career as a musician, it was a way for him to find himself and kind of complete the journey for him. So I would say to anybody watching this, don't be afraid to try something completely different, because you might find out who you really are.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Excited to see it.
Thank you so much.